Maybe. There we go. Uh-oh. That's all good, but it would work if my webcam wouldn't be frozen, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. Well, if we can get everything going, that would be good. Just give me a second, guys. I'm working on getting my camera up and going. For some reason, it froze. You can see that one, so why can't you see this one? Well, we might just be doing this with just me without the camera because I can't get the camera to come on. Hello, camera. Could you cooperate? Thank you, Kylie. Okay, well then the next option would be, I'm not too sure why my video isn't working. At least my face cam. Everything else is working at least. Which, I mean, it's not that huge of a deal. But let's just see if we can't get it going. And then we'll get started working back on the Miss Fluff thing here. I don't think anything else is using my camera, is it? Let's just see. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Something is using my webcam, which is what's causing me to not be able to be seen, but I don't know what that could be. Let's do this. Let's close out of that and see if maybe it's that. Telling you guys, I don't know what is going on. All right. I'll keep messing around with it, see if I can get it to work. If I can, great. If not, it'll be okay. It will be okay. So it did take me a little longer than I planned, at least to get back, but I ate way too much food. Way too much food. Did anybody go to Rich's live? I still can't for the life of me figure out why my camera's not working. How was it, Tanis? Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. It's nice to see to know who you're talking to. Sorry guys, I'm messing with my settings to find out why. It looks like something is using my webcam. This is not my streaming app, so you can't see my face, but I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Let's see. Thank you, Matt. I mean, that's good. A positive impact on the community is always great. There we go. Yay. I just took messing with my settings a little bit. There we go. It wouldn't have been like the end of the world because you couldn't see me, but you could at least see what I was diamond painting, but now you get both. Okay, now let me get my chat pulled up here and we will get back to diamond painting. But thank you, Matt. Also, I didn't watch it because we were actually, I don't know where my dog ran away to, but it'll be okay. We're just having dinner and stuff, so. Oh, thank you, Serenity. Yeah, so my plan is, Matt, I'm going to do this for like periods at a time. So like I'll probably be on till like 8:30 or 9 maybe, and then I'll take a break for a little bit and go up and hang out with Robin and diamond paint up there. And then depending on how tired I am, I may come back down and hop back on around 10:30 or 11 for another hour or two because I'm not working tomorrow, so I can sleep late. So we'll just we'll kind of see, but at least be on now for probably at least an hour and a half or so. So yes. Oh yeah, it is time for Crashly now, isn't it? Yeah. It is, it is. We're gonna go back to seeing how this is gonna go. Telling you, man, the glare from this, I'm used to using just like a lamp, and the glare from the light fixture in this room is so awful. Depending on what part I'm looking at, like if I'm looking right here it's fine, but like depending on how I'm angled, if I'm looking right here I can't see anything, which is funny because it's also a little glared on the camera too. And you know what, I fixed one camera and the other camera froze. Is this a joke? All right, hold on. I'm telling you, it was not meant to be. I mean, that's good. I mean, a good impression. I mean, it sounds like he's trying to be more of like a face of the company than what he was going to be. So, I mean, you know, that's better. So. Sorry, I don't know why I fixed one camera and then the other camera froze. So I'm trying to see if I can't get it to cooperate here. Hi, Barbara. Thank you. Goodness. Me and electronics today. I'm going to have to literally like force reboot the webcam. Hopefully it doesn't make everything go on the fritz. We'll see. It could not. But I fix one and the other just stops working. I know they are, Barbara. It's frozen right now. So I don't know why it hates me today, because it really does. It worked just fine earlier. Like, I had everything going good, and then I restarted the live now, and it's not wanting to work like it's supposed to. Let's see. Why don't you want to work? Why, oh why? What is that? Oh, no, that's not what I want. I know earlier I was able to get it to working just fine. Like, all I'd have to do is press a button and it like reset, and now it doesn't want to do that, and I don't know why. I don't know why at all. All right, let's do this. Let's turn this off. I swear at some point I'm gonna like actually just like hang out, diamond paint, do things like that. You know, just maybe. Sorry if you guys can hear the dinging when I plug and unplug the webcam. Oh, I know. I saw you come in afterwards and I was wondering, Barbara, if you saw that you had won something or not. All right, let's see here now. I don't understand you, camera. I may end up having to restart everything, guys. I don't know what is going on. But the whole point of this is to be able to see me diamond paint. And while that camera was working just fine, and then I got one working, and this one just stopped working, and I don't know why. Okay. Sorry, I know it looks kind of crazy for a minute. Just give me a minute here. Because I think I've got it working. I'm just going to have to adjust some stuff here. Okay, so let's just trash you. Ah! Hold on, guys. Just bear with me. I've at least got them both working, I think. Although I think one stopped working again. I am telling you, this is just not meant to be. Oh, maybe. Okay. So now, everybody can see me. I just need to fix this to make it to where everybody can see what I'm doing, and then we'll be good. It only took forever, but we are getting there. All right. Now, God, I feel like as the later it gets in the day, and this, I'm telling you, this lighting, like I could turn the light off, and you could probably still see me, but it just looks really dark. But I don't know. It's a me problem. It just gives the weirdest look on the diamond painting. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a me thing. All right. Everything is working. Who would have knew? It only took, what, 15 minutes to get everything functioning? You can see both cameras now. We can diamond paint, hang out. All right. Something tells me, I was trying to find my dog. Oh no, he's on the back of the couch. I hear the blow dry going upstairs. So I didn't know if Robin took a shower or if she was talking about bathing the dog. So I thought maybe she kidnapped the puppy dog and he had gotten a bath. But he's actually sitting over on the back of the couch looking out the window, which is going to lead to mischief because he barks at everything that moves. So we'll see how that goes. It feels weird knowing I don't have to work tomorrow. It's kind of nice, but it feels weird. So used to like Mondays and having to go and go to work and it'd be a busy day. I can stay up late and sleep late. I wanted to work on Blue Swan Fairy, but because I'm downstairs, it was just so much easier to just like, minis are just so much easier to move and take and like do things with, and also they take up so much less space. Like you can see the whole mini at least while I'm diamond painting it, versus like a canvas where you might just see a chunk of it. So that's why I'm like, I'll take a break. I'll go upstairs. I'll hang out with Robin for a little bit, watch TV, work on Blue Swan Fairy, and then I'll come back down and work on the minis. Then I'm kind of working on two different Miss Fluff projects at the same time. Oh no, what happened, Barbara? If you don't want to type it in there right now, you don't have to. We'll have our meet on Saturday and you can share then if you want. I know sometimes depending on what happened, it could be a lot to type. I swear it feels like my toes are freezing. Even though the air's only set to 74, it feels like my toes are freezing to death. Because it's like 90 something degrees outside. So I know if I go outside for like 5 minutes, I'd be sweating and my toes wouldn't be freezing, but I just need to stop whining about it. All right, so anybody who's in here now, because I know there's not a ton of people in here, but the director was really rude. I'll explain next week. Yeah, having somebody that you work for not be the nicest is never a good situation to be in. So I don't blame you for that. All right. So while I have some people in here, anybody who's been seeing the videos for the 26 for 26. We kind of talked a little bit about this in the live, but what do you guys think about that challenge? The 26 for 26 that Nicole from Shire Shenanigans kind of like started that she was doing. I know it's originally like a cross stitch thing, but what are your guys' thoughts on that? Because me and Robin kind of joked about it, but like I have a lot of whips, so you could technically do it. I don't know, but even then, like, for it to really be like a fun challenge, I feel like I would need to like want to get most of those finished, but that's a lot of projects to get finished in half a year when I already, work so much. So I don't know. Otherwise, I've just got a bunch of whips and I'm adding a couple more to it and hopefully I get some finished, but it's insane. Hey, Christine. I know, I'm like, well, why? I'm like, well, first of all, okay, I do already have a lot of whips. So, like, I'm not far off, but, and I do have, like, obviously for Visions of the Soul for Becca Tyndall, I'm starting a new canvas because I'm doing the event canvas, the tiger, Cosmic Tiger from Mystical Dream Diamonds. And then, like, I think for the rest of the year, I probably have, like, whips that would fall for most of the events that I plan on either hosting and or participating in. But still, even then, like, I don't know. Like if there's not like if the challenge is just to have 26 whips, you know, that's fine. But like, as I try to slide and pop the drills. But like if you are gonna do the 26 for 26, I feel like there needs to be like anybody, like I could have 26 whips, but I feel like there needs to be some kind of other aspect to it of like, you need to finish these kits or, you know, finish so many of them. I don't know. Yeah. For me, I don't think it's realistic either. So I got a random drill that popped on me. At least for like, with how crazy my schedule is, I don't think it's realistic either. Not if everyone's goal, and I haven't watched a lot of these videos because I haven't watched a lot of YouTube. I kind of like skimmed through Shire Shenanigans videos, so I've only kind of watched part of it to know like the gist. Like the idea came from Cross Stitch, and she was using like her existing whips, but like I didn't catch like what the end goal of it was, or if it's just like a fun challenge. See, that's my question, Kylie. Is the goal to finish all 26? Because if so, that there's no way. I think I had like 15 finished for the whole year last year, and we're talking it's already May, you know? And Christine, it was delicious. It really was. I will it's a recipe from All Recipes, so I'll share it for you, but I will say you definitely probably want to half it. And honestly, I would say if you half the recipe, I would even leave the amount of meat the same, because that was one thing me and Robin both said, was it probably needed a little bit more hamburger meat. So I think it would be fun to start. Then I'd be like actually regretting it in a few months from now. Well, see, so Matt, like if this is the funniest part, okay? So if this is just like a challenge, like I have over 20 whips already. So I mean, like that's kind of how I already live on a day-to-day basis. And so like me adding a couple of more doesn't really do much. It's like I said, unless we're adding some kind of aspect of like where it's a challenge where like I need to finish all of them, or like if I set like a goal to finish so many of them, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, Kylie, I think this like, I feel like this is like I don't even know. And it's normally a year-long thing. So like if this had been something that started in January, maybe that might have been a little bit more realistic. But just trying to start it now, no. I wouldn't want to do it with cross stitch either, because cross stitch I feel like takes even longer than diamond painting. Now I haven't actually finished one, so I don't know like for myself, but I feel like it would. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you cross stitch a lot, you can tell me. But I feel like it would take longer in cross stitch than it would diamond painting. Yeah, well, see, so Kylie, when I work kits, and so like I will say, I don't know if any of you guys know this or not. Aside from, I did a small Amazon Lubica kit for the Lubica event. Lubica, I don't know how you say the last name, but I did a small Amazon kit from Diamond Art Club. I did kit up Seasons or Spectrum of Dragons. I have not started it. But other than that, so the only kit I've actually physically put drills on this year that's a Diamond Art Club kit is the cat, I think it's like Hugging Cats or cat, I don't know, it's the small kit from Amazon. So all the kits that I've been doing are from small shops. And so small shops, all of them send their drills in these little bags. So everything's already, like for me, this is kitted up. Like if I have a bag holder, sure, I'll put these into a bag holder. I have my 3D printers literally sitting right here. I need to make some more, but honestly, this is how I've been working out of my kits. Like right now, the drills staying here. This is how I'm working on my kit, A Girl and Her Dragon for Jaggle and Sparkle. My big Miss Fluff, the kits are still in the plastic sleeve. I just pick out what I need. When I'm done, I put it back. So like for me, that the kitting up thing isn't a big deal. That's my kitting up, because also I realize like not everyone has a ton of small shop kits either. A lot of people, like I would say most of my staff probably is Diamond Art Club, but my small shop kits are growing quite a bit. All right. Sorry, I got completely sidetracked. I don't think you have to complete all. Well, see, I know, Christine, I know, but like not completing them all. Like if the challenge is just to have 26 whips, that's easy, you know? Yeah, Barbie, I can share it in the group Facebook chat afterwards. It's not a challenge at all to some. Yeah, it definitely could be anxiety for some. Agree. But yeah, I would definitely say if it was like, if I had started this in January, maybe that might have been like a fun idea, but also maybe like potentially a really good idea of a way to plan your year out. But at this point, with it already being May and like you know, and if maybe this is all you're doing is your job is, you know, something to do with diamond painting or a YouTube channel, you know, that's all you're doing, fine, you know, go for it. But like with me just having a full-time job and stuff, it's just not realistic. Good way to see who's a fool or not a fool. No, Chrissy, no. I know some people. Well, like I have a lot of whips. I don't mind having a lot of whips, but oh my goodness, my favorite small shop. Oh, that's such a hard question. Do I have to pick? Do I have to? Because like, I love the Diamond Design Co. I'm working on it now. She has some great artists. Obviously, Miss Fluff. Her renderings are phenomenal. So they're one. I also love Mystical Dream Diamonds. I have a great relationship with Janet. I love her to death. She also has tons of great artists. She does have, if you like AI artists, she does have some AI artists, but she's only doing like 70% real artist, 30% AI artist. So she does limit it. But she's got some great artists and some great pieces too. She's got some Stanley Morrisons now, which is great because it's not just, we're not just having to get them from Diamond Art Club, but then also like, oh my goodness, so many artists. You got Stanley Morrison, Cheryl Baker, Sheena Pike. So like Mystical Dream Diamonds also has tons of good things. She does some computer rendering, some hand rendering. But then also like Ever After. Like she's got tons of pretty images, and like I love the Enchanted series, but then there's also like, I will say there's a couple companies that I've bought that have kits from that I really need to work on, but like Muni Made is one. I have Jada Gem Shop kits. I haven't actually worked on any. So like I would say if I decide to do the 26 for 26, some of those other fill-in canvases. So my only other new start for this year is going to be Cosmic Tiger, because that's for the Visions of the Soul event. Outside of that, I would really potentially love to do a Muni Made kit and potentially love to do a Jada Gem Shop kit. So those are the main things. But as far as small shops, I would say it's a pretty close tie between the Diamond Design Co. and Mystical Dream Diamonds. And then Ever After is probably pretty close there to tied, if not like second. So I know that's not like my favorite Satya, but you know, it's close. Hey, Cassie. I feel like it's asking me to make a mess and enjoy it, so no way. I mean, so see, and like the funny thing is though, so we have a ton of extra Elizabeth Ward containers, and we've got the storage tower thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. I swear at some point I'm going to do a video of like our storage, so like how we store our whips, and then how we store like our finished projects, and how we store like our kitted up drills, and then kind of like how we store our diamond paintings. So like at some point that will be like an entire video. I know I promise all kinds of videos. I have tons, but just you know, I'm hoping to record a lot this week. So if you see a bunch of videos in the next 2 weeks, and there's one where I have on a bunch of clothes, the same clothes in all the videos, it's because I went and recorded a bunch of videos all in one day, okay? Because I have tons of fun ideas in my head. It's just a matter of taking the time to get them out onto a video. And some of them are actually would be really useful, I think. And I think would be enjoyed by everybody. And it's something you could always kind of come back and watch. And so, like, I just need to record those. Just some teasers. And then I joked, I've been planning on doing this Harry Potter video forever. I joked about doing a year-long Harry Potter event, but then like, you know, I do several like planned events. I'm like, I don't know how that'd work, but potentially. Oh yes, you did, didn't you? Okay, it makes sense now. Sata, is it? Am I saying it right, Sata? You told me your name. I'm going to do my Mystical Dream Diamonds kit for events. God and Goddesses. Okay. I love her quality, so that's what I'm using to kit up right now. I love that UW Tower. Trust me, that thing. If you have tons of Elizabeth Wards, it is a pretty penny, but it is very nice. So like, I get that. Like some of the things that like I'll share when we do our video of like how we do things, like I get realistically like it's not necessarily going to be something everybody can do and everybody can afford. And then also, not only that, you do also have to have the storage space for it. Now the tower thankfully doesn't take up a bunch of space, but this is why I meant to bring tweezers down, and I brought this. Like, what is this gonna do? I just had to use my fingernail to get a drill up that had a hole in it that I didn't realize. And I can already tell you, I'm hoping when I start placing the colors around it, it's gonna look better. My placement looks so bad right now. It's okay. It's all right. We're just gonna keep going. I know, Christine. I know. It's actually so. It's so funny. I had such big ambitions of like everything I wanted to do this weekend, and like I'm like, okay, I've got Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm off work Monday and Tuesday. I'm like, God, I've got so much time. I can get all this stuff done, and then like, it's just amazing. It's already Sunday evening, and like, I don't think I've done anything. I did do some lives. Like I honestly joked about doing a 24-hour live, and at some point I will do that, but it needs to be planned out far enough ahead to where like I was gonna have to break it up to do my live. And now Laura did offer to do prizes and stuff, but it's something I want to plan out far enough ahead and like add some kind of like fun challenge in it. So we'll probably do that at some point, like a 24-hour live. So for now, we're just going to do a series of a bunch of random small lives. And this is how I'm celebrating my birthday with you guys, because I love it. And I'm diamond painting. Couldn't think of anything else that would make me happier. I know, that makes me a homebody. That's okay. And look, I had baked spaghetti for dinner and a strawberry cake for dessert, and it was all delicious, and I'm a happy person. And my dogs, I wish you guys could see, my dog is just literally laying over there looking out the couch. He's on the back of the couch looking out the window. The Forever Young containers, yes, those are also good. Those I feel like, though, they are good to an extent. I feel like they also take up a way, way, way more space, Christine, than some of the other options. So we're just going to sit here and do green all night is what it seems. So far, that's what we did in the first one. There's quite a bit of it. And these are small enough for me to go color by color, which is how I did my first diamond painting. Don't recommend it on huge diamond paintings, but for this little baby thing, it works. It's going to work just fine. I can't even remember. It's funny. I did the unboxing. I can't even remember what the specialty jewels are for this. What is it? The flower. Oh, I probably should have brought my lily pad down, but it'll be okay. Pie. Oh yeah, the little flowers, part of the bottom part of the eyes, the lei, the flowers. Okay. I got some from Temu, 26 trays in a plastic case. Yeah, and actually that's one thing is really fun to do is just see all the different like storage containers, and like I know people have been doing videos on like how they're kitting up the 26 for 26, and so like that's why like even if I don't decide to join in on that challenge, I will still you know, I'm still planning on doing that video of just showing how we store everything, because we already do, you know, not including adding more whips, we already both, if you put both of ours together, we probably have 35 or 40 whips together in the house. So it just kind of shows you guys, and honestly, like I know that seems kind of crazy, but when you see how they're stored, it really doesn't take up that much space. I know it probably seems crazy, but it really isn't. It's really organized and concise at the same time. Perfect spot for those. They're totally okay. Well, I mean, yeah, if you've got a setup that works perfectly for it, where they're not like in the way. And I will say my biggest pet peeve with the Forever Young things is like, and I know they make the tower now too, but like the one I've been using, I used it for oh my god, my poor bird Mildred that I started forever ago and still isn't finished, but she's kitted up in those. And so like mine's just the box, and so like if you need a number that's at the bottom, you have to like be careful and like lift all the other ones up and pull it out and then lift them up and put them back, you know. See, and I've never actually used a tray tower either, Kylie, because of that. So like my diamond painting space upstairs, like it's not huge, but it's not small. But then also like, I don't know, maybe it's just something people get used to and do. But like, for example, like if you're kitting up a kit and it's got like 3 bags of a color, even if you just put 1 bag in there, sometimes that's so many you have a hard time shaking the drills out and getting them to lay flat without going all over in the tray. And so for me, that's part of the reason why I'm always so hesitant to kit up in a tray. And then you have something where you might have like 4 or 5 drills where you, of a color that you're going to use in a whole kit. So then you've got a whole tray just taking up 1 color. I don't know. Maybe I just overthink the tray tower thing. You guys can let me know if you successfully work with tray towers, how well you like it, and how you kit up when you have like a bunch of colors and things like that. I don't know. I guess I'm just odd. I've always been a baggy girl. I work out of the bags, pour it into the tray, pour it back in the bag, put it back in, literally just in the sleeve it comes in. Keep on going. So, call me crazy, but, you know. Hello there, Cary. How are you? We got Leopard Leatherworks in the house, guys. One of our sponsors for the Fabulous Fluff event. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, that's what it is. 2 drills connected together. I haven't tried my trays to kit up yet, but they're definitely space saver ones. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I guess maybe that can make a big difference too. Like if you have a good like tray tower that one doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but then is also like concise and good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. It may not. It may not at all. I guess the Miss Fluff minis. I know everybody picked. We voted earlier on the first one. Everybody picked Hula Cat. So we're doing Hula Kitty first, and then once I finish this, hopefully we'll see if I finish it tonight. But we'll pick the next one. So this is the first one I'm working on. Are you all unpacked and moved in and everything, Cary? Sorry, I got a text message and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything I needed to respond to. I feel like Arizona's a place that stays hot all the time. I don't know if I can handle that. Like it does get hot in North Carolina, but it doesn't usually stay super hot for like a super long time. Like it does out, even in like parts of California get really hot. Heck no, working on it tomorrow. Okay. Well, enjoy that. I will say, I feel like packing was always easier than unpacking. I used to move a lot for work before I got to the job I'm at now, and I always felt like that. I always felt like packing seemed to go so much quicker and easier than unpacking. So, good luck with that. And I was wondering how long that was going to take. Aiden, come here. I'm probably going to have to me and go get him. Aiden, come here. Can you see how well my dog listens to me? Not at all. Not at all. Literally. Aiden. Hey. Excuse you. Dog of mine. Come here. Come here. Now, Aiden. He's a little butthead. Nice and warm beats the cold in Oklahoma. I know, gosh, Kelly, goodness. So Belle from Two Crafty Sheilas, and even Sim from Puttylicious, man, trying to get packages to them or from them, it's so expensive, so expensive. Yeah, Cary, I'm the same way. If I can, I'm working out of the bags. It's just quicker. Like, I can get the kit out and just start. Like, I don't even put the stickers on the bags. Because most of them, they're already going to have the number. And so, basically, I just pull the bag out. And, like, this says number 20. And I make sure it matches the legend. And then I just start putting them down. When I'm done, I put it back in there. And that's it. It's kind of how I've always done it. When they come in bags anyway. So... it's just you can start your kit much easier, and then even then for me, like if they're in baggies, kitting down to like I'm sure some of you know, some of you don't, but we do Robin hates it. I keep all of our spare drills, and so for me, like even then, like kitting down when they're in baggies is just as easy, because like I can either do it the full way, which is correct, or I can do it the lazy way. And so like the full way, which is correct, is taking it and comparing it to like, say this color is like 3818. If I have another bag of 3818, and I can either I always make sure that it matches the color, because you know the dye lots can be different. And if the color matches and the drills look similar, like, because you can tell a Diamond Art Club drill from other drills because of the way they do them. But like, I'll combine the bags of drills. That's the right way to do it. Now, if I'm lazy, I'm just taking this bag, putting it with other bags of 3818 in my little organizer and moving on. Yes, the fluff, the prize for you guys. I think we're doing it for a grand prize. The pin from Leopard Leatherworks is gorgeous. Let's see. I'm turning kitty, guys. Actually, no, I'm not quite yet. I'm going to. I'm going to finish this little section right here before I do that. Is anybody here a Yellowstone fan and has started watching some of the spin-offs? So we've got, I think it's the Marshalls, and then I think the other one is technically called Dutton Ranch, I believe. Anybody a fan of the show, the Yellowstone show, and has tried watching the spinoffs? I'm curious to know if you've watched them and what your thoughts are. Because I will say, so I have not seen Marshalls yet. We ironically enough saw a YouTube video earlier talking about how Marshalls had pretty like tons of people tuned in to watch it, but like there was a lot of bad reviews for Marshalls, and I guess it's just because people don't like the way that they did the show. And like how they removed one of like the, I guess what people were expecting to be like the main characters. So I don't know. But I will say we've watched 2 episodes of Dutton Ranch. And I don't know if it's just because I absolutely adore, oh my goodness, what is her name? Beth? I almost forgot her name. I don't know if it's just because I absolutely adore Beth and like her sass and stuff. But I do, so far the 2 episodes that have been released of Dutton Ranch I do like. And I mean, it is kind of similar, but like that's the thing. Like I really loved Yellowstone, and I adore Beth. So like I will say, so far what I've seen, I do like, because it's just her. She has like this no nonsense, I'm not putting up with crap from you attitude, and it has just been so much fun to watch. I think she's always been one of my favorite characters, honestly. If I'm being honest. It really is. It's just her attitude. She doesn't put up with crap. So yeah, I don't think it makes her look wimpy. At least I don't know. I mean, we just watched it the first 2 episodes last night together, and like I don't feel like it necessarily makes her look wimpy. I don't want to say too much without giving it away for people, but like I feel like she does, obviously she's got her son now, and she is married to Rip and stuff, It's like a Deucey, like where she is like a little bit more, I'd say tenderhearted is the best way to put it. And like, but that, I feel like that aspect only really applies to Rip and her son. And so, I still feel like when it comes to other people outside of Rip and her son, she still has that same no nonsense attitude, except for towards the guy who's the vet. She seems to kind of like, she still has her little sass with the vet, but she seems to like the vet. I don't remember his name, but I feel like she's still got her spunk that they gave her in Yellowstone. Especially when it comes to like the talking about the butcher, the lady who runs the butcher shop or whatever it is, when she goes to find out how much, or when she could schedule to get her the slaughterhouse. It's the lady who runs the slaughterhouse. That's what it is. And they don't answer the phone. She goes in and she ends up her just her whole attitude. I don't know. Oh, I just dropped a drill. Where'd it go? I felt it fall through my fingers. See, I don't know. I'll have to watch Marshall's though, Kylie, because I have not seen it yet. So we'll see. I don't know. I've been rewatching Blacklist. I feel like it's, I don't know. I have such a hard time finding like good new recent TV shows that I can like really get into. So I find myself rewatching some of the older shows that I love, and I do feel like they are all kind of like probably similar like category themes. Like I love Blacklist. You know, I've watched Homeland, NCIS, Burn Notice. You know, they all kind of have like this theme of things. I will say I've never actually, so I started watching Grey's Anatomy when it first came out. I don't even remember the last season I've watched, but now it's like, it's one of those shows, I don't know how you guys do when you're rewatching shows, but like when I watch a show, especially like Grey's Anatomy, I want to watch it from the beginning, and there's so many seasons. And so like trying to start that from the beginning and go is just so much. So Defiance, I feel like I've watched some of Defiance with Robin. Maybe I'll have to look. I think we have, because that's one thing we've been kind of been trying to like watch and find some other good TV shows. That's how we ended up watching, we watched the lone 2 episodes of Dutton Ranch that have been released so far. Which, that I will say too, that's one thing I really wish, like, I'd rather almost, like, watch a TV show that's done. So that way it's not, like, a cliffhanger into, like, the next episode or the next season. But that's just a picky thing. It's not a deal breaker. Especially if the show's good. My dog was really loud, and now he's eerily quiet. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's in the bed now. Hey, baby. Hello. You done barking? You gonna be a good dog? Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, Kylie. Good. Glad it's not just me. I can't. Come on. Oh, Schitt's Creek's a good one too, though. But see, that's the funny thing. That's another one, like, me and Robin had started watching together, but I don't think we got through more than, like, Maybe 2 or 3 seasons? Maybe? Maybe a little more than that. I don't know. That's been a while, though. But the part we did watch was good. I don't know, I just watching Blacklist, especially like shows like that. So like it's been a while since I'd watched Blacklist, and like I vaguely remember how it ends, like the very end of it, but like the last, I think I'm up to season 7 or 8, but like the last couple of episodes, like I don't really remember ever watching. It's like it feels like a new show, and like I can't really remember what happens, and I love that. So, ooh yes, Breaking Bad is good. Yeah, we've watched Yellowstone all the way through several times too. I just, I don't know. I don't know if they just, I really want some good TV shows. I do. But I just feel like none of them end up being as good as like the ones that I grew up watching, or that I've previously watched before that are good, and I'm like, man, I want another show like this. And you can't find one. Because, like, I'm trying to remember what I think it had been a while since I'd finished watching, because I've been watching just YouTube. So I think before Blacklist, I think the last TV show that I rewatched, I think was Homeland, if I'm not mistaken. And, like, that's a good show. Kind of similar. And then, like, I do love, like, NCIS. What else? I watched Bones a lot. Family Ties, I feel like I've watched. I don't know if I've watched a lot of Growing Pains, though. I'm trying to think what else. Man, I remember, I haven't seen the show in forever. I don't even know if you can watch it anywhere online, but, like, I remember when I was younger, like, I used to always love, I watched, it came on TNT. They always did, like, replays, but Charmed was a show that I liked watching. I haven't seen that in years. What else have I seen recently on? It just is like scrolling, when she's scrolling through and we're trying to find something. Oh, The Resident's a good show that I've kind of watched. I feel like these all have like similar themes though. Outlander is great. I don't know if I've seen Outlander. Yeah, Bones. I love Bones. Love Bones. And see, like, normally I would say the more seasons there are, the better. But then you get to like where I talked about like Grey's Anatomy, and like that's just so many seasons, like so many to go through. And then like there's so many, like you have so many characters come, and you have so many characters that go, and they're like killed off and stuff. And it's like, especially like after the first couple of seasons, because like if you started watching Grey's Anatomy from the beginning and you know the original characters, like those are the ones you really loved. And so, like, a lot of those after the first, like, 2 to 4 seasons, quite a few of them are gone. Like, you get some characters in, and, like, they're still good, but they're not as good as some of the original ones. Maybe a hot take, but that's my personal opinion now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Charmed was a good show. I don't even know. They used to always have like reruns of that going. I don't know if they still do that or not, but I do know one that Robin had kind of started rewatching that I don't think I've actually seen all the episodes or all the way through, so that might be a good one. But The Closer is actually a good one. Oh yes, Christine, we have watched, I don't know if we've watched all the episodes of The Pit, but we have started watching it. And The Pit is a good show. That is a really good show. So I do, and that, I don't know how often, if they do a season at a time or what, but I do remember us watching The Pit. I just don't know how many episodes there were or anything. But I feel like it's still relatively new, so I don't know if they're doing like weekly episodes or if they release a whole season at once. I don't remember exactly, but I do know we watched some of it. See, I don't know. So I've got 2-ish seasons of Blacklist left, and then after that I'll be trying excuse me. Sorry guys. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna watch next. So we'll see. Sometimes I just let fate decide, you know. I'll just open an app and like Netflix or Hulu, and I'll scroll through it, and then the first thing that I'm like, ooh, that sounds really good, let's watch that. Sometimes that's what I pick, even if it's something I've seen before. I really did. I loved Yellowstone though. I wish it hadn't ended the way it did. I wish that show could have kept going on. I feel like that show, it could have been so popular. And like, I know they have the spinoffs, but that show was just kind of was what it was. It was so good. I know this is very trippy because my Hulu kitty's upside down. I'm actually working on it upside down, so if it's bothering you. Oh yes, Ozark was good. I don't know how I completely felt about like the very last ending of Ozark, but Ozark was a good one. That was one we recently watched together. But actually, so like when we start watching a show together, when we're diamond painting, like sometimes, ironically enough, we started watching Blacklist together, and I think Robin's kind of stopped watching it. But Ozark was one we watched together, and like sometimes whenever I go to bed or I go to do something, like she'll keep watching it. So like I feel like there are probably parts of Ozark I missed, and like I should probably rewatch parts of it, but I'll do that at some point. That was a good show though. I do agree with you on that one. Look here, Drill. You weren't supposed to go there. See, I don't know. I don't know what my plans are going to be for the rest of the evening. So I'm going to probably be live for another like 30, 45 minutes at least. And then I'll go upstairs, probably hang out with Robin for a little bit and work on my Blue Swan Fairy. And then, I don't know. After that, I could potentially, I do need to try to get a couple of vlogs up. So that's one thing I probably should really work on. And then, I don't know, I could record some videos. I may end up back down here, just work on the mini and go live again. I don't know. We'll see. We're just gonna if I'm not tired, let my body decide. Let my brain decide what I want to do. My brain and my heart be like, this sounds fun. Let's do this. So that's how we're going. We're just gonna do whatever sounds fun. My puppy, he's a Yorkie. Hey, baby. Do you want to come here? Do they let the people see you? Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, say hello. Say hello to the peoples. Say hi, peoples. Say I'm a Yorkie. I'm a mama's boy. Yeah, you're a mama's boy. Yes, you are. You're so spoiled. So spoiled. Don't you dare. He's a Yorkie. This is Mr. Aiden. Yes. He's like, Mama, I was sleeping. You woke me up out of my bed. He's spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten. Ain't you? You're spoiled rotten. Mm-hmm. Okay. You want back in your bed? Do you want back in your bed? Do you go diamond? You go back in the bed with diamond paint? Okay. Alright, ready? Oh my goodness. There you go, baby. Oh yeah, all of our animals, they're spoiled rotten. The other ones are upstairs with Robin. Being lazy. Probably sleeping. They do. All pets deserve to be spoiled. They all deserve to be spoiled rotten. They all take up such big places in our hearts. And honestly, most of them, they provide such good, like, emotional support. I feel like you have a tab on you, or I'm just blind. I'm not doing a very good job of checking my drills before I put them down. I'm just, like, picking them up and going. Yeah. Okay, that's impressive because I can't. I don't think I could hold him and diamond paint. Not easily, anyway. Even with him being teeny tiny, I don't think I could do it. I think there's something on this drill. Am I just seeing things? Yeah, I guess so. I don't see anything on it now. Who knew? I'm telling you, it goes without fail. It doesn't matter how much, like, I look at my drills before I put them down. At some point, I will inevitably pick up a drill and put it down, and there will be a hole or something in it that I didn't see until after I put it down. Every single time. It's like that. That's not even anything on the drill. It's just like a little piece of trash. And of course, I don't have tweezers, which makes this infinitely more times hard. Oh, maybe. There we go. Piece of trash that was stuck to the bottom of the drill that I didn't see. Every single time. Get off me. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, my stomach is still so full from dinner. I probably could have went upstairs. See? I probably could have went upstairs and laid down and taken a nap. And I didn't. Not that it would hurt anything, because then I could have just taken a nap and woken up and just done whatever until I felt like going back to bed afterwards, but... I feel like by the time I'm done with this first color, we're going to have the canvas like almost a fourth of the way done because there's just so much of the green. Because we still have this whole side over here. Not all of this is the same green, but there's quite a bit of it. Quite a bit. Oh, that's another thing. I also need to work on getting Robin's D-Stash kit, her kits for D-Stash updated and reposted. I don't think I have any new ones that I'm adding, but try to sell the other ones that we previously listed that haven't sold. So I retake photos for those for the wonderful Facebook groups since it has to be a recent photo. Slowly but surely, we're making some progress. Making the kitty stand out a little bit more with all the darker green around it. Cute little hula kitty. Well, it's funny, I just changed my putty before I came down here because I took the old putty out because I hadn't used this pen in a little bit, and I feel like I already almost need to change my putty again. Maybe I just need to add a little bit more. It looks like it doesn't have a lot in it. We'll see. Anybody have plans for next weekend, with it being Memorial Day weekend? I know a lot of places, pools start to open, things like that. I feel like a lot of people do some like weekend vacations too around Memorial Day. I will just be here. I mean, if it stays this warm, I may see if Robin wants to go to the pool, but we'll see. Depending on if it's not warm enough, the pool water still may be too cold to go and really enjoy getting in. Why is my tray not sitting flat? Yeah. Just spilling drills all over the place. No big deal. I'm the best at that. Although, I don't know. I feel like Robin can put... She went to turn her canvas earlier, pick something up, and there was like 10 or 15 loose drills on top of her plastic. Just drills everywhere. So we'll see. Once I get done with this color, we'll see how long it's been. And then I may either pick another color, or we may take a break at that point. And I'll hop off for a little bit and go work on a couple things upstairs and work on my pretty swan. And like I said, I don't know for sure like what time, if I got back on, I would come back on. It'd probably be later. So just because without having to work, I don't really have anything going on, but she's doing really good, Barbara. She is. She's doing very, very well. Thank you for asking. I feel like ever since she got home from the hospital, she's been doing much, much better. I know after we ate tonight, she's having a little bit of, like, not necessarily pain, but like her stomach was feeling very full. So I know she went upstairs and she was going to rest for a little bit. But other than that, I mean, like a thing here or there, she's been pretty good. A lot of progress. I will tell her, Barbara. I will. I think she's, at least I think she's upstairs. I feel like she may have bathed, we bathed the girls earlier in the week, so I feel like she may have, I heard the water running, so I don't know if she had planned on taking a shower tonight too, so I don't know if she took a shower or if she decided to go ahead and bathe one of the boys or what, but she's crash wrapped up nice. I know, I didn't even know she was having an auction yesterday till I saw it popped up. And the weekend before that, she had a ton of kids. Like, I don't need any more kids, so I did not even risk attending the auction either yesterday or last week. So I don't need to buy any more kits from D-Stash. Really don't need to buy any more kits, period, but we all know that's not going to happen. I swore I was going to go on a no-buy this year. That was just a joke. Just a joke. We don't have an attic, okay, Matt? Well, I guess, no, I don't even know if you'd call it an attic. What would have been the attic space is, it's like a, sorry, my computer got dark because the screen was going dead, or the battery's going dead, so I gotta plug it in real quick. What would considerably probably be the attic has been, like, finished. And so it's actually another place where actually it's where we store most of our diamond paintings. Our stash, so. Cupid Cutie is finally kitted up. I am a little jealous. I don't need to start another diamond painting. I need to just focus on my Miss Fluffs. That's what I need to do. I don't need to think about you working on the adorable Cupid Cutie. I don't. Nope. Although I did have that thought though, not gonna lie. As soon as I saw it. I don't think it's been unboxed. I should probably, that could be a video I do, because I don't think it's been unboxed. It is absolutely adorable. I've seen the attic. There's a reverb person among other diamond paintings. See, exactly. It could either be a very crowded space, but it could also make someone very happy to just hang out up there with all the diamond paintings. You know, Matt? It could. Yeah, I keep telling myself that too, Christine. I have no business buying anything. I did get a notification. Yeah, Jada Gem Shop, and the shipping is just so long. Like, even for, I don't know what she's been talking about doing, but like even her ready to ship kits take over a month. But like, I don't know if I've seen like some posts pop up on Facebook. It sounds like she might potentially be considering trying drop shipping, and I feel like I honestly feel like drop shipping would, I don't know how much it would affect the price, but I feel like so many small shops do it, and like, do you lose the last check of like quality that she gives you? I mean, yes, but I feel like the amount of time that you would save, like in getting your kits, I think most people would choose that over that and have the risk of just getting like a small quality issue here or there, because I don't feel like it's that common. Like, I don't know the last time I've gotten like a kit that was drop shipped that I had an issue with quality where it had to be like remade or anything. Yeah, no, that's honestly, Barbara, like that's just the normal processing time. It just takes months. I saw she had made a post that like they were starting to work on kits from March, maybe, I don't know. So, I mean, if she does do drop shipping, like I said, I feel like drop shipping is more ideal, especially running like a small business. Because if you're trying to do other things, like, and you don't do drop shipping, you have everything shipped to you and you have to like repackage it all. I mean, unless you're having like an outrageously large number of quality issues. Like, to me, that just doesn't make sense. It adds more work and more time to you when you could be doing other things. So I feel like drop shipping is just better for small shops. Yeah, they do tell you up front 3 months, and I think she's probably at the end, the high end of that. And I know, like, they were having issues with one of the mystery, like the summer mystery, or I don't know, it was one of the mystery kits that she had, and that was causing a lot of issues with the delay. But oh, hi Melissa Wood, how are you? But yeah, I know the pregnancy and everything was like did slow things down, but like you just need to, like, she needed to like either like close shop for like a couple weeks, which I know isn't ideal because you lose your income, or like hire somebody that you trust to do things. And like I know she has her, is it her mom that helps her? I don't know. She has somebody that helps her. But like I feel like I said, I feel like there are things that she could do that's gonna make her life way easier and way better than if like drop shipping. Like I feel like that's would do loads for her and for her business if she did drop shipping. And I think like the positives would outweigh the risks of like the negatives of like somebody having an issue with the canvas. Because like I said, with all the companies, the small companies, they all do drop shipping, and I have never had an issue with a drop ship canvas. Like I've never gotten one and I've been like gotten the wrong canvas. Or now I will say at one point I did get like the whole wrong order. Like that was forever ago. Ironically enough, it was my very first Art and Soul order, and somehow it got shipped to somebody else. And actually, ironically enough, that wasn't drop shipped either. That was, I think that was when Art and Soul, still before they went to drop shipping, were still packaging everything. And so like me and the other person, like we mailed each other the orders. But yeah, Mystical Dream Diamonds is fast. It takes no time. It's like less than 30 days. Same thing ever after. I know my Black Friday order took a lot longer, but that was because my Black Friday order was way too much. I know, but like if you just do a normal order of like 2 to 4, 6, even 5 canvases, it isn't long at all. Amy, once everybody got past like the lunar, like the Chinese New Year, like everybody's shipping is, if you do drop shipping, is just like, depending on where you're at, like 3 to 6 weeks, sometimes even faster. And so I do feel like drop shipping is just superior for many reasons. And I guess if you really like the things that Jade adds into her kits, like, I mean, like, because same thing, Belle Art does the same thing. Like, they both kind of add like some little bonus things to their kits. So I mean, if you really like those, then you may not be like super excited about, or you may not like the idea of switching to drop shipping, but I don't know, that's what I'm saying, Cary. Like to me, like, I get you want a quality check, but like you could even then do that like periodically yourself by like ordering a kit and having it shipped to you. Because like I feel like I really can't think of a time where I've had a kit drop shipped to me and had an issue with it. I mean, not anything that could be controlled. I mean, every once in a while they have to go through, they're gonna have to go through customs, or every once in a while, because some of the stuff could happen anywhere. Like your box arrives a little squished. I mean, because they chucked it, or something got thrown on it, or it got put on the bottom of the pile. But that could happen to anything, that even stuff that's not drop shipped. So yeah, I don't know either, Matt. I don't know either. But I mean, that's like, if you go and look right now though, I mean, like, if we were to talk about like Diamond Art Club, everybody's always like been so, so like, oh, I ordered from them, I have my order within like usually like the same week or something like that. And if you go and look, like, I don't know if it was all of them, but a good portion of their new releases from Saturday were like pre-orders that ship the estimated ship dates June 1st through the 15th. So at that point, it's the same as ordering from a small shop because your estimated ship date is probably about the same time it would arrive to you from a small shop. So, I mean, and I know they've made a post in the VIP group. Somebody shared the screenshot with me. I've seen, but yeah, she does sell extra items through the shop. And I saw in her post when she was talking about it. Like I said, I don't remember if didn't get the whole drift. I just kind of skimmed through it. So I don't know if she was like considering trialing drop shipping, but like that was one thing she did touch on was like if you ordered stuff that she sells separately, that she would have to ship it separately. But I don't really know. I don't know how often people. It may be a rare occurrence. Like I don't know how often people order stuff from her that aren't diamond painting kits. You know. Like, I do know she sells extra drills, which she keeps those on hand, so, like, that might be one thing, but... Hey, Dina. Hello, hello. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In the end, it's all about doing whatever's best for you and your company and your customers, and so the only person who can really make that decision is going to be her, so, I mean... To each their own. And everybody, you know, in this community, everybody has like their own little like quirks and things they like and things they don't like, and it can, you know, vary widely from person to person. So it's really, in the end, it's really going to come down to what's best for her and her company. So. Yeah. Yeah, I will say, Matt, like, she's one that, for the most part, like, the kits that I want are very pricey. And so, like, I think the only times that I've bought from her have been times where she's had, like, the big sales. Like, 30% off. Or 25% off or something. Because, like, for me, like, when I look at it, like, that's the only time I could really, like, I don't really want to pay, you know, such and such for this kit that's, you know, not super huge, and it costs, like, I don't know, we'll say, like, $130 or something for, like, maybe, like, a 50 by 70 or something. I don't know, that's just an example. But, like, you have to really think about, like, do you want to do that? And then once you add in the discount codes and stuff, if it gets down to, like, you know, a reasonable price, that's when I'd consider buying it. But I would say, although I've always been a bargain shopper. I don't know how to say no to a deal. So maybe it's just I fall for the discount and I'm like, ooh, I'm saving a lot of money, and I buy it. But that's usually how people get me, is when they have sales and deals and stuff like that. That's how, honestly, that's part of the reason that my stash got to be what it was. Because when I first started diamond painting and I was in D-stash groups, man, if a kit was selling and it was like, I didn't have it, and it was selling for less than what you could even get it, like, even with the discount and stuff on Diamond Art Club, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. You know, I'd only get the ones I like, but it's probably how my stash got to where, at least that's definitely where it started at. And then now I just don't know how to have any self-control and not buy things. Although I will say there's been a couple weekends, like I said, I didn't get the bird this weekend because... I don't know, some of the times I haven't bought have just been me being spiteful. Like, I wanted another kit, and like, since that kit sold out before I could even purchase it, you know, I wasn't gonna try to hunt down another kit to pay shipping, to get free shipping, and so, you know, you lost my sale on the other one. So. I don't know. I just feel like I said, since the beginning of the year, aside from that little Amazon kit, I have not touched it. And then, well, okay, so the one Amazon kit I did, and then I have officially, like, I unboxed Spectrum of Dragons, and it is kitted up, but I haven't started it. So aside from those kits, I haven't messed with any Diamond Art Club kits. But it's just these small shops, like, I love the artwork and, like, their quality and their rendering, and, like, they're just knocking it out of the park. It's like, if I can get something for, you know, roughly the same price and the same kind of quality and artwork I love just as much, I'd rather support the small shops. Because at this point, it's not even about when am I going to get it. Because I still have an order from Diamond Art Club from like 3 weeks ago that hasn't even shipped. So, I mean, it's not about the speed. Because, you know, it used to be you could order it from Diamond Art Club and you'd have it in 2 or 3 days. But now it's... anything I place from a small shop, I'm going to get, for the most part, just as quick as I get a Diamond Art Club kit. Yeah. And so that's like and so like when you go into it, I'm like, okay, I have a plan. Like I was going to get, like this past Saturday, for example, I was going to get the bird and the cats. And the bird and the cats would have given me free shipping, even with like the discount. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I went in, VIP release, had them both in my cart. Literally my payment was processing and it got kicked out because it said it was out of stock. And so then went to regular release, same thing. Had it in my cart, but this time I hadn't quite even hit like the checkout button. And so I went to go to proceed to checkout to pay. Like it already told me it was out of stock. And so like it's just like some of they need to figure something out. They know at this point, like anybody knows when a cat is released or like a Margona Soli or we won't say all Miss Hollies. Miss Holly's pretty popular, but like when those kits release, like you know everybody's gonna want them. Like the fact that they sell out, because I will say I was hitting proceed to checkout in general release at 12:30. The kits supposedly show up at 12:30. If I'm checking out and it's not even been 60 seconds and this kit's already sold out, that's a problem. That's a problem. And like they know it. They do. And like even their restocks right now, I'm going to get on a tangent. Even their restocks right now are like pre-orders and like ships before, like they've had several within the last like 2-3 weeks, ships by May 30th. Like that's a whole month. I could go and order anything I want from a small shop that's not going to sell out. I don't have to worry about FOMO. I don't have to worry about it being discontinued without them telling me, because most of these small shops make it quite clear, like, hey, we have these diamond paintings. And then when they're retiring something, they usually give you 30 to 60 days. Like, hey, you know, these kits are going to be removed from our site. If you're interested in them, like you know how like Amy from the Diamond Design Co. did at the end of last year. You know, at December 31st, these kits are retiring. If you want them, go grab them. And even then, she still brought a couple of them back. So, I mean, for me, like, just looking at it, like, there's not really a downside to supporting a small shop over Diamond Art Club anymore. Like, the biggest one you used to could argue would have been, like, the speed and timeliness of how you get the kit, and that's not even the case anymore, so. Yeah, like I do get it. I do. Like they're trying to, they do have to keep things on hand, and like I get it when things don't sell like they expected, like they have to keep them in the warehouse and things like that. So like I do get that, but like they know those cats are going to be gone. Like if you had printed another 1,000 of those cats, they probably still would have all sold out. May have taken like 30 minutes or an hour versus 60 seconds. Yeah. But it's just like, and to me, and like in that aspect, it's not only unfair to the consumer, it's also unfair to the artist. Because think about like, if you go and take like the cats, any of his releases, and you go and release him at a small shop where they do print on demand, there's no stock limit. You put that versus Diamond Art Club where they do print, I would say ready to ship, but that's not necessarily the case. I'm willing to bet you the artist is going to make, okay, first of all, the artist is probably going to get paid way more from the small shop, hands down. But then also the amount of kits that they can sell because it's unlimited, like it just makes more sense for people like that. I would think for artists like that to work with small shops. I don't know. I get it. Like when I do videos for YouTube, you know, people watch Diamond Art Club more than they watch the small shops. Is it getting better? Yes. But I mean, I get it. It's still a name brand. And that's why most artists go there. But I feel like, I feel like small shops in the end would be a better place for artists like that are super popular, where Diamond Art Club is quite literally especially like some of the ones that get discontinued like as soon as they release. They haven't done that in a few weeks. I'd say a few months, thankfully, but that infuriates me more than anything. They're mystery boxes. I can't say no to them, and it infuriates the crap out of me. It's a self-control problem of myself, but like they're putting things behind a paywall knowing that you're not going to... Oh, thank you, Amy. Amy's in Facebook chat. I know, it's looking so cute. But yeah, I can't. I can't with them right now. It does, and I get it. The mystery boxes, like I get it. That's what I was talking about. Sorry, I lost my thought there. But like I get it because they're putting in kits that they have on hand that aren't in stock, taking up shelf space, aren't selling. They're using that as the bonus kit. I get that, but then like you're putting these. Sometimes they're putting kits that I guess maybe they're putting kits people wouldn't want originally. In the mystery boxes, but sometimes they put kits people really would want, and then you can't get it unless you're buying it from somebody that's reselling it, where it ends up being, 2, 3, 4. If you look at the Margaret Morales piece, I can't think of the name of it. I don't think I ever saw, except for a handful of times, I don't think I ever saw that kit resold for less than like $250, $300. You can't hear anything, Laura? Like, you can't hear me? It does. It does hurt the artist. It hurts the only people it works well for is them. I wonder what's causing it to cut off. It looks like it's picking up fine. Interesting. It could be something with my microphone, but it looks like it's picking up fine on my program. Yeah, Matt, the whole resale thing is just, it's so tough. Because like when they put, that is what's happening too, when they put these kits in the mystery boxes and they're limited releases, like you're doing the same thing as like a one-time release, and then from that one-time release instantly archiving it. That's exactly what you're doing with the mystery boxes. And so like that limits the kit to the consumer, but it's also limiting the income option for that artist. And then I'm sure most of them have a contract to where you can't go and like re-release this this kit and with another company or anything else to get the money back. So I don't know, some people can hear me, some people can't. It looks like maybe exit out of YouTube and come back in. Hold on, I have it pulled up on TikTok on my phone. So like it sounds fine on my phone, but I don't have YouTube pulled up on my phone, so maybe not. But maybe exit out and come back in. Although you can't hear me. if you can hear me. Somebody type in the chat if you're having issues with sound, come out and come back in. Okay, see, Laura did that. Somebody type it in the chat if you can't hear me or having issues with sound, to leave and come back. That way they'll know and it kind of reset it. Okay, good. All right. I don't know what that was. I was like, it's like the mic's picking up fine. It's got good register and everything on my little app here, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, so that's my rant. Amy, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that the live. I didn't watch any of it because we were having dinner and stuff, so I was just sitting there talking and enjoying dinner. So I'll go back and watch Rich's live in a little bit. I hear puppies coming down, which means Robin might be coming down too. Have you been doing puppy baths?
I did a puppy bath.
Yep, see, Nagasaki got a bath. I was right. Yeah. I missed the tangent. You could go back and rewatch it. It's just me venting about the FOMO and how much the things that they do hurt the artists and the consumer and everything. Oh, hey, look, Amy joined in on YouTube. Hello, Amy. But yeah. So yeah.
The birthday girl.
I know everybody's been asking about you. Matt thinks I now have you locked in the attic because I said you were upstairs. Can you come please show that you're alive and safe?
No, I won't because I have my
hair braided, and oh god, and I have my hair braided. No, I'm taking the doggies out. Bye.
Hey, Aiden. See? I don't know if Matt, see? Not in the attic. Not in the basement. She's safe.
Did he see me?
I think so. He's been here. He's been listening to me tangent.
He's a troublemaker.
Thank you, Teresa. But yeah, that's part of the reason, like, I really, like, and if you've been around for our channel for a while, you know, like, do we buy from Diamond Art Club? Like, a lot? Yes, of course we do, but, you know, of course we do, but since we've started working more and more with small shops, I feel like that's where we spend most of our money, most of my time working on kits and like just things like that. Like I really do.
Aiden?
He came around that way.
Oh, I think the gate's closed.
But yeah.
You don't want to go with me? Okay.
No, he ran all the way back around. Mom's trying to take her out to take Aiden out to potty. He's running away from her.
But I'm a mean mom.
Oh, you are not mean. Whatever. Sorry, Janet just sent me a message and I was just replying to her, letting her know I was live diamond painting. She's messaging me, so I was just messaging her back real quick.
Tell Matt, people talk to me on Messenger. They know I'm not in no attic or basement.
Yeah, Matt said AI Robin makes an appearance.
He see? If he talked to the real Robin, I know she's alive. Come on.
Oh, he went this time?
Yeah, but he's going to go back around with us.
Oh, thank you for joining the members, Amy. And besides Miss Fluff, am I right? Yes, you're right. And Miss Fluff, you're right. You can only get it with a small shop. I'm excited to see some of the exclusivity going from Diamond Art Club, because that is one thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people buy from Diamond Art Club because of the exclusivity and like some of their favorite. I don't know how much you can hear the dogs barking. Some of the you know, their favorite artists are at Diamond Art Club, and now like they're starting to branch out to like some of the smaller shops. And so like, for example, you know, one of the ones I love the most, well, actually a couple of them, Sheena Pike, Stanley Morrison. And so like, it's nice to see some of those going to other places.
Did you tell him about your beach bag for Miss Fluff for your birthday?
I told him that you ordered me a bag in the live.
Miss Courtney has this bag in there.
Who does? Miss Courtney? Aw.
She people talk to me. They know I'm not in the basement or attic. I'm horrible though. Don't answer messages. I haven't been on camera. I do take on bed. Come on, Aiden. Come on, Aiden.
My dog's being stubborn. Oh, there she is. Hello, Janet. Hello. So Barbara finally bought. What did you buy from Oraloa, Barbara? I know if we could just get Luca somewhere else. I'm telling you, I feel like if somebody took the time. But see, that's the thing. Most of the time, when you're an artist, you don't. You know, when you first sign with Diamond Art Club, especially popular artists like that, most of their kids are going to make it through to voting. So, and usually like with artists here with multiple companies, usually Diamond Art Club's first and they get first pick. And so like for them to go to somewhere else, it would have to be a kid that didn't make it through voting and would go to another company. And like, I feel like if artists realize like how much more money, especially the popular artists, how much more money they could potentially make with a smaller shop, I feel like a lot more artists would do that. But it's just a matter of getting to that point. And like with Luca, like the images are so popular, I don't know any that wouldn't make it through voting to be able to go to a small shop. So I mean, that would be like the first step. But
what? Small shop's not pre-made promo.
dogs are on to Robot Robin. They can tell she's not the real deal.
What is it?
The dogs are on to Robot Robin. They can tell she's not the real deal.
Just Aiden.
Oh, just Aiden, Matt. I know the Hulu minis should be soon. Yeah, I know. Gosh. Yeah. All right, Laura. Yeah. Reach out. Get that taken care of.
Did you tell Mom Miss Fluff said on her interview about she'd been fluffing?
No, they'll see it. They'll see it on Tuesday when I release it. I know. I just feel like it's just gonna. It would be something that takes a long time, I think, to get artists to realize. But I feel like if you were to sit down right now and compare like any artist who sells out within, we'll even say 15 minutes on a regular basis on Diamond Art Club, and you were to put them with a small shop, even if it's not like a super well-known small shop, you know, and have the sneak peek done. Once word got out, the like, hey, Margot Nasoli's got a release with, Mystical Dream Diamonds or the Diamond Design Co. And then like word gets around and like they can go and buy it whenever. I feel like, would it be like outrageous? Like, would as many people buy it as fast? Potentially not, because I feel like that is the only downside for owners of small shops, is people have the luxury of knowing like a kit's not going to sell out. And so that means they may not instantly go and buy it when it releases because they want to, save their money or wait to buy it till they work on it. So that may be the only downside, but I still feel like in the end, an artist would sell more and make more money if they worked with small shops. I could be wrong, but that's just me. I bought Chibi Girl 2. Oh, nice, Barbara.
What did you buy?
Chibi Girl 2 from Orloa. We complain that the Diamond Art Club doesn't make enough, but I'm guessing the actual amount of kits would astound most of us. I mean, I'm sure it probably would. And also, it kind of goes back to the point of, I wonder if it was print on demand where it wasn't going to sell out, if they would sell as many on release. Because I feel like the FOMO probably does play a lot into it,
I mean, if you're pre-ordering, why limit somebody though? That's what I don't understand.
Well, it sounds like based off of their post on their VIP group that somebody shared, it sounds like the pre-order is for kits that have already been printed and like shipped, but they're on like a ship coming from overseas. So like they've only printed and shipped so many already.
I guess that makes sense, but still, like, I would think if they sold out, they'd be like, okay, we need to print one of those, and not just randomly. I don't know. That makes it better.
I know, and they would restock sooner, but it's just tough. It's tough. And yeah, somebody mentioned about artists being exclusive. There are some artists that are exclusive to Diamond Art Club. So like until like their contract renews and they were to like negotiate that, there's not going to be them going and being released anywhere else. But you see, eventually it can happen. Like I said, I mentioned Sheena Pike, who's, I know there was a whole thing with her. She was with Diamond Art Club for a while, and then she actually didn't have any work for a while, but she's back now. But like Stanley Morrison, who's been with Diamond Art Club for a while and now has pieces coming out with like Mystical Dream Diamonds.
Oh, I'm working on this Sheena Pike.
And so like, you're seeing more and more artists work with multiple companies. And so like, I like that. I mean, I know, does it make it competitive for the companies? Yes, but I feel like there's enough, most of these artists have enough artwork and love for it to go around to where it doesn't necessarily have to be like an exclusive thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just my two thoughts on it, but I got someone new coming soon. The unboxing is on its way to you. Ooh, exciting.
Who was that?
Amy said that.
I love her.
I know. I love new releases. I love new everything. There's been, everybody's had new releases. I've got so many I want from the Diamond Design Co. I've got so many I want from Mystical Dream Diamonds. Gosh, even Ever After. I haven't made a purchase from Ever After since Black Friday, and so like there's so many there I want. Like,
even watching you work on that one, like I saw
know, it's so
now
cute.
I have one. Wait, that's the whole kit of them, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the minis. So
How many have you done?
this is the first one.
Aww.
I've done one color, quite literally one color on one kit.
That's adorable.
They got to pick what we did first, so they picked Hula Kitty.
I've got the big one.
Yeah, as far as I know, Kettner is DAC only. I don't know if that means his contract is exclusive, but he has only released artwork with Diamond Art Club. So I mean, only really the art, unless the artist shares, only the artist in Diamond Art Club's gonna know if there's exclusivity in their contract or not. So, I mean, well, I guess unless they have pieces released with different companies, and then they're not like 100% exclusive. But if they're not releasing with any small companies, there's a good chance it is. I know, it's so adorable. Although I will say, Janet, I am working on. I haven't posted my project. Did you post your progress pic for J Glow and Sparkle?
No, not yet.
I just realized I took my photo and haven't either. So I haven't posted my photo, but I will say, Janet, I am loving A Girl and Her Dragon. Like the placement of the ABs in that kit, especially like at the bottom, it makes it look like, because it's put in where like the water is, and it really does make it look like as you move it, like there's water that's actually moving at the bottom. I'll post a video of it later. It's so pretty. I prefer the more curated stores that don't try to do too much. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I do. I love like, I feel like it's very nice to know, like for me, the biggest perks of the small shops are being able to, number one, like you kind of, you know who the owner is. And like, well, obviously I've talked to owners of several small shops, but I'm a content creator. But even then, like if you look at people who are just in the community, like there's a good chance you've talked to like Amy, even if it's in like the comments on a video or the comments on Facebook, or Janet, there's a good chance you've talked to them. It's like, who, it's kind of like, it goes back to like everybody watching the video with Rich of the new owner of Dreamer Designs. You can put a face to the name and like, who they are, and like what to expect from them as far as like customer service. You're dealing with the same person every time. And it's just so nice to be able to do that. That's probably one of my favorite things of small shops. So here goes the sassy dog again. If you have a dog that's around and listening, just mute. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem. You do get so many kits that you've got to quite literally have to decide what you want when you want it. So yeah. All right. So we will do. Let's do the white maybe. Trying to pick another color to do before I call a break for a little bit and go hang out upstairs with Robin and watch some TV. I think I'll do one more color. There's quite a bit of. We'll do the kitty skin, which is actually, and see, this is yes, I am on TikTok too. Oh, Amy is on TikTok. I don't know if Amy's on TikTok, Teresa. I don't think she is. Maybe she is. I don't know. Amy will have to tell you. I don't know if she is. That's another thing too I love about small shops. So like, especially like, I've noticed it really quite a bit working on my two kits that I'm working on right now, which is the Miss Fluff from Diamond Design Co. and A Girl and Her Dragon from Mystical Dream Diamonds, is you quite literally watch your canvas come to life. So like if you've not paid enough attention to it, you might not. But like if you get a kit from Diamond Art Club and you look at the colors on the canvas versus the drills, they're pretty much a dead on match. You place the drill down, it's going to match the exact same color on the canvas. Now, if you look at, for example, like let's look at this, okay? So, doing them from like the Diamond Design Co. or Mystical Dream Diamonds, you watch your kit come to life. Like it literally like takes form and shape. So like the colors on the canvas are a little bit lighter and a little bit off, so you do get to watch it come to life. So like, for example, okay, so I'm getting ready to do the check mark, right? And so I may have to hit the focus button here. I do. So I'm getting ready to do the check mark, right? So right now when I'm looking at it, I was actually expecting this to be like a 5200 or like a 3865 because my brain is just so used to knowing like the canvas matches the color, all right? But this is actually going to be like a light pink color. And so you're going to quite literally watch this kitty come to life as we do it. And like, that is the coolest thing ever. So anyway, side point. Laura is on Facebook. Yeah, Laura loves Facebook. We do know that. Laura loves to hang out on Facebook, in case you guys didn't know. She loves it. She's yep, there you go. See? Way to go, Matt. Shush. Aiden, what are you doing over there? I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I do. I love just like watching the canvas. Let me refocus my cam here. I do just like love watching the canvas like feel like it's coming to life. It's just, it is so neat to just watch. Like start working on it and then step back and see like all the details, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like sometimes with the ones from like Diamond Art Club, you don't necessarily get that kind of feeling unless you're working on like a mystery kit where you would definitely get it. But I feel like for the most part, when you're working on like a kit from Diamond Art Club, you can kind of already see what colors you're going to have, and you can already see exactly what you're doing. And yeah. Too many drills out. I guess I didn't think about it. Instead of bringing minis down, I could have worked on Miss Fluff upstairs, and I could have brought a girl and her dragon downstairs. But again, it's just, I like having, this is like so neat to be able to do a live and work on a diamond painting where you guys can actually see, instead of just seeing a chunk of what I'm working on, you guys can actually see the whole diamond painting as I do it. That's kind of neat. It's a reason I don't hate guide circles. Yeah, no, it doesn't change at all when you work on it. Like, cause like, and Jade actually, now that I think about it, Jade does the same thing, cause she does like almost like a negative image if I remember right. And so it's so much fun. Cause actually that's one of the things I love most is like about a mystery kit is when you sit down to work on it, you know, I have to know what a mystery kit is before I buy it, but when I sit down to work on it, it's usually been a while for the most part, and I don't necessarily remember the image 100%. I'll remember what it is, but then like I will, not remember all the details, and I will start working on it. And it's just so much fun to see it come to life. And so like, even though I know what I'm working on for these, it's still so neat to see like even if you were to go back to the beginning of this live stream where there wasn't much of the green done, and you were to compare it to like a before and after, it's just amazing because it's just so vibrant. Bye, Cary. I'm gonna go have TV time soon and probably have some birthday cake. I love doing one color at a time on the minis. Oh yeah, that's what I do too. Especially, I said that earlier, Amy. So when I did my first diamond painting, I think it was like a 30 by 40 or a 40 by 50, and I did the whole thing one color at a time. And I said I wouldn't go back and do one that size anymore, but like these are the perfect size to do like a color at a time. So like I picked out the first color obviously was like the color there's the most of, which is the green. And then this is probably the one there's the second most of, which is the pretty like very pale pink that makes up the kitty. And then like some of the flowers and stuff, but yeah. I don't know, Matt. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, am I over here ranting about Diamond Art Club? Yes. I mean, they still have great quality, and we all still buy from them. And, you know, I'm not going to stop buying from them, but I do. I just really love, like, we have so many good options now with so many good artists of small shops where we can support the small shops, but then also the artists, because I do feel like the artists who work with small shops have better relationships and probably make better money even selling less canvases than they would working with Diamond Art Club, where they may not necessarily have like you may work with like an agent who works with them, or like they may have like a, you know, an artist like person who's like the head of development or whatever, but then you don't actually ever talk to anybody else in Diamond Art Club. Whereas like with a small shop, you know, if you were to go and talk to them as an artist, like, you know, the owner, you're talking to them. Most of them usually like want input and talk to the artist about what the, like, you know, how a rendering looks, or if they want changes or if they're happy with it. So like I feel like you probably don't get that with Diamond Art Club. I don't know, but I feel like you don't. We just binge watched Big Mistakes on Netflix. I don't think I've seen that one. I'll have to look. Yes, symbols do make things unique, and like because some companies, like, it's funny, you know. I don't know if any of you guys noticed this. I noticed this working. So up until I switched out, I think it was yesterday, I've been working on my Mystical Dream Diamonds, and Robin's been working on hers, and so like we were comparing. She asked me, like, you know, what symbol is this or something like that, and I realized, like, almost dead on, 1 for 1 all the way down, like, our legends on the Mystical Dream Diamonds are exactly the same. There's one point where, like, her, like, 65 and 66 is my 60, her 66 is my 65, and my 66 is her 65. And so, like, there's 2 that are swapped, but otherwise, like, the symbols are the exact same for each number on the canvas. So she could be like, what symbol's number, like, 36 or something? And I could be like, oh, I think it's supposed to be this. And almost every single time it was the same. So that was pretty neat. Because then once you get used to working on, like, say you only do Mystical Dream Diamond canvases, you'll pretty much already know your legend. And so when you go to work on, like, a canvas, you'll be like, all right, well, I know, you know, 11 is, or maybe it's 10 is, like, the play symbol. Because then I think 9 is, like, capital A. And so you just kind of, like, little things like that. Oh, yeah, the plastic covers. Yes. God. It makes me think of Diamond Art Studio UK and their little flimsy, like, most of the time 2-piece plastics. Oh, my gosh. Their plastic is, like, so thin. Oh, goodness. It's the little things, you know? I mean, there are still, I'm sure there are probably still countless thousands of people out there who don't want to shop from anybody other than Diamond Art Club because, you know, they may have tried, like, a company here or a company there because they're popping up all the time and they just don't like the quality. They're like, oh, they, you know, and they just kind of group, like, all other shops outside of Diamond Art Club, like, none of them have the same kind of quality. And, like, I feel like, you know, maybe when I first started diamond painting, like, maybe you could say that, but I feel like every small shop has made, like, so many, like, small changes and improvements over their kits in the last 2 years. I feel like right now, like, I don't feel like I could go and say, like, Diamond Art Club's quality is, like, 10 times better than all the small shops because I don't think that really is the case. Not anymore. Yeah, the consistency is neat. Like, if you just know, like, even if I've just finished a kit, I'm starting another kit, it's from the same company, like, even though the colors and the DMCs might be different, like, everything else is going to be the same. Oh God, J-Wall. Let's not talk about J-Wall. Let's not go there. My poor J-Wall. It is just gonna literally probably sit up there and be a whip for years to come. Oh, I will applaud till I can't applaud anymore. Anybody who likes to do the max color kits. Because I'm telling you, that was a one and done thing. Whenever I finally finish that piece, you will never, ever, ever see me do a max color kit again. Never. Now, a kit that's just pretty and has, like, you know, 110 colors and it makes sense, you know, I'm good with that. But, like, a max color kit that has all this excessive confetti for no reason? Nope. Oh yeah, it is. And I will say, like, you know, obviously, you know, Diamond Art Club makes their own drills, so they have, like, their own trade secrets. But again, I feel like companies are getting closer and closer to having the same kind of good quality You know, is it ever going to be exact? Probably not, because obviously they make their own stuff. But I do feel like, especially with the small shops, like I'm getting drills with like less and less trash, and I'm having a lot more consistency, and like some of their specialty drills, especially, that's one thing that I would say small shops are starting to outshine Diamond Art Club on, is their specialty drills. Ooh, okay, I'll check it out, Teresa. But I will say that is definitely one thing I think where small shops are really, really going to start to outshine more and more for Diamond Art Club, because like you've got so many different options for specialty drills, and like some of these small shops are taking advantage of it. It's like you no longer just have like the ABs and the fairy dust and like the occasional metallic. Like you're getting glitter drills and you're getting crystals, and like it's just, there are so many options out there, and I do feel like it's awesome to see small, especially for somebody who loves enhancements and stuff. I feel like it's great to see small shops having more and more of those. My Merkitty Martini is getting tons of views. I wish I could tag Amy. I can share. You could probably like send it to her. Like obviously not like the views and stuff, but you could send her the video you shared. And if you, I don't know if you use Instagram, Teresa, but you can tag her on Instagram. You can also tag Miss Fluff on Instagram. I don't think Miss Fluff has a TikTok, but I know Miss Fluff has an Instagram, so I'm sure I'm not the only one that notices if we could just get regular squares as nice as the dust. Yeah, gosh, some of these dust drills, man, oh my goodness, they're stunning. Stunning. Yeah. I don't know, Laura. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, and I feel like too, like that's one of the things I've learned somewhat recently that I didn't know about either, Matt. And I don't know if you know this or not, but like the specialty drills, it's like when you're looking at the ABs and like the dust drills, they're actually not a lot, not enough to make like a huge difference, but they're just a tiny, tiny bit bigger than the regular drills. And so like that's why on some of the kits, like you know, you have to have just like the I feel like if you made the drills, the drill size fit the regular drills, you would begin encountering the part where if you have sections with lots of specialty drills where you would have popping. And so I feel like that's something where you're having to do a good balance of, as a small shop owner, having a good balance of a kit that the grid is tight, but not so tight where, you know, your regular drills are fitting well, but your specialty drills aren't. I feel like that's going to be a tough one, because I didn't realize for the longest time, I didn't know that some of the specialty drills were just a tiny bit larger than the regular drills. And even then, when you're doing something that's so, it needs to be so almost exact, that tiny, tiny bit can make a huge difference. You know, even if it's just a tiny millimeter or something in a section of a canvas can make a huge difference. Oh God, I feel for you. Go ahead, Barbara. You want to borrow mine? Oh, well, it's not Diamond Art Studio UK. Never mind. Mine's Diamond Art UK. I mean, God. The one with the diamond art. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I could see that. So I mean, it really is, Matt. It's because it is something that has so much. It can have so much. I mean, even like Diamond Art Club, from one color dye lot to the next, can have a little bit of variability. And so even like small things like that, like there is no good clear way to make everything 100% the exact same every single time. I'll look when I get off, Teresa. I'm pretty sure hers is just, I think it's just Miss Fluff. Let me look. Yeah, it's, so her handle on, Teresa on Instagram is Miss MISS dot FLUFF. And so it's gonna have a picture. It says she has 49,000 followers, but it's just her main picture is just a picture of her. Oh yeah, that's true too. You can put it on Facebook too, Teresa. Either on your personal page or you can put it on the Diamond Design Co.'s group as well. So you have several options there as far as places you can post it and share it. At least so Amy can see it anyway. I will say one thing I've been really excited about, and I think this just has to go back to me, and it may not be everybody, but my love of specialty drills. And so, like, anytime I see, like, an all dust drill canvas, I'm so excited. And there's more and more of those being released. And so, like, for example, like the Diamond Design Co. just released one by Amanda Hicks. Oraloa just released, like, I don't know if you guys even noticed. So this is, I feel like this month's like everybody's like birthday anniversary kind of thing. But so like it's Oraloa's 5th anniversary. And so like they released a ton of kits when they released like Cupid Cutie and stuff. And some of them were print on demand. And I will say I think there were 2 or 3 that were all like dust drills. And so I did order a couple of those because and Munimates had a couple now. And so like things like that's like so exciting to me. That's my favorite. I'll never be able to get away from it. I love all the pretty sparkly stuff. I have a few and I'm excited because I expect to fit so well regardless of the look. Yeah. Interesting, Teresa. The Aldi paper kits. But yeah, and even then, like, there's a couple, like, I will say, there's a couple small shops still I would say I haven't really, like, purchased a lot from. One of them would actually be Captured by Radiance. They do have a kit that it's one of the storybook time kits, or the storybook line, that is all fairy dust that I would realistically like to probably grab at some point, and I haven't, but things like that one I bet would look gorgeous, but things like that, like, I will say have a big play in, like, when I go to choose what I want to purchase. If it has a lot of specialty, first, obviously, how much do I love the image? If it's an image I love no matter what, I'm going to get it. But, like, if it has a lot of specialty drills and I like the image, that puts it right at the top of the list. So. Leora, yes, that is it. Wait, no, that isn't Leora, is it? It's the one. Leora is the one that came in all specialty. All the dust drills from Captured by Radiance, right, Matt? And see, that in and of itself is a hard thing to do, just because, you know, when you get working to with some of these drills, like your color choices are limited. You don't necessarily have every single option that you would have in like a normal DMC drill as like a dust drill or an AB drill or a crystal drill. So that kind of, I know it's not necessarily the easiest thing to manage or pull off to do an all specialty drill canvas because of that, but still so cool to see. That's okay, Kylie. When I do these, I just kind of do them just to hang out and chat. So you come as you go. I know other people have lives, so you go like live, like Crashly had hers. So people go and watch those and come back. And if you want to see if you miss anything, whatever, you can go back and watch the replay. But I really just do this just to kind of hang out and then sit here and chit chat with people while we're all diamond painting, kind of hanging out. Have somebody on the TV talking to you. Yes, okay, Matt. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about from Capture by Radiance. So, yeah, Amy, I definitely get that because it is like crystals. You have limited numbers. The dustrials, you have limited numbers. So unless you just happen to have a canvas where the colors kind of fall within that range, it makes it hard to do. So I definitely get that it's all hard. That's kind of what makes the all specialty drill kits so special, is the fact that it's not something that can be so common. And so when it happens, it's like I get super excited about it. I'm like, ooh, yes, we have an all specialty drill canvas, you know? And that is just exciting in and of itself. Because I don't like when you get a kit like that, like I don't even like think about enhancing it. I just do it as it is. And then in the end, usually for the most part, you have tons of extra leftover specialty drills that you can use on other projects, which makes it so much fun. Oh, Becca's mystery. Oh my goodness. There's a couple of kits of Becca's that I would say I would kind of put in like my rainy day stash, and I don't know when I would necessarily want to work on them or do them, because it's like a bittersweet, like I love this kit, but gosh, like once I do it, like that's it, it's done. And I feel like her mystery kit is one of those, and then Celestara is another one that I really love, so I don't know. Well, see, so Laura, funny story. There's actually even, so we talk about, you know, to do an all specialty drill canvas, how hard it is because there's already a limited number. When it comes to specialty drills, like, for example, let's talk about crystals, because I know a lot more about crystals than I do dustrials. The amount of DMC codes, of DMC drills that are available in crystals is way more round than it is for square. And so you kind of have the same thing. Like, just because you have, like, for example, in this kit, let's say I have 603, which is a diamond dust, right? So just because I have that kit in square, it doesn't necessarily mean that that same color is produced as a round dust drill. So you do have that problem where you have to also encounter too, where, you know, you render a kit in all specialty drills in square, you might not necessarily be able to do that as a round because all those colors might not be available as round. And so, like, it's just interesting. I don't fully understand that though. Like, if you can make it in a square drill, why not make it in a round drill, you know, or and vice versa. So that I've thought was very interesting to me, but I don't know if you knew that, but just a little fun side fact there. The mini challenges. I know, Teresa. That's part of the reason I do it. And that's why, like, I'm like, you know, I can't think of a better way. It's not technically my birthday yet, but, like, I can't think of a better way to spend my birthday weekend than just, like, I'm diamond painting, hanging out. I did, you know, going live, you know, periodically from time to time. We'll be hanging out, chatting, and just diamond painting. So it's just fun. Not just for me, but also for everybody else, because, you know, if you don't have anything else to do or anybody else to hang out with, it kind of gives you somebody just to come and, even if you're not typing in the chat, you could be listening and just yelling at me on your TV or something. I can't tell you the number of times I'll do that. We'll be watching something upstairs, like I remember, I think we were doing it one time. Oh, it was a live auction, and actually I think it was a kit that, like, I think Laura was bidding on it. I'm like yelling at the TV, and I just am texting Laura, and I'm like, Laura, don't do it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm crazy. Just shouting at your TV, even though your TV, the person on the TV is not going to respond to you because they can't hear you. Yeah, well, it is like it's like and that's something where the small shops are kind of like at the beck and call of suppliers because Diamond Art Club, they create their own drills. So essentially, and they're doing it. They're creating their own colors. There's 6,000 DMCs. They're their own created custom colors. Whereas like a small shop doesn't have that option to do that. And so, that does put small shops at a handicap. And I feel like that is something that, if one supplier has this color in a specialty drill, like why can't this supplier have the same color in a specialty drill? Like if they're out there and they're being produced by somebody, like you would think eventually like all of them would have it, but there's not really anything like hi Cat Hair Chaos, I just saw you jump in, but like there's not really anything a small shop can do about that because they can't. I mean, the only other option you'd have is to be like, hey, can you get this? And worst case scenario, they say no. Maybe they say yes, but because the only other option you have is if your supplier isn't willing to add or try to find something, is to go try to find a different supplier, and that's not an easy task. So, yeah. So, and I don't know. Maybe it's something that will continue to evolve, as time goes on and other companies kind of learn about creating like the different types of specialty drills and like they get better about creating like more of like other DMCs, and so like certain types of specialty drills aren't limited to certain DMC numbers. Like that would be cool to see, and maybe it is something we'll see in the next 5 years or 10 years or something, but who knows. I will, Kylie. I know I didn't even know I thought Aiden went with her. So I knew she was upstairs and I heard the water run. And I was like, I thought she maybe just did one or the other, either took her shower or bathed one of the dogs, but she's actually done both. She's showered and she bathed one of the boys. So that leaves only my dog that needs a bath. So I need to go bathe him in a little bit. So maybe when I get done with this color and take my break to go upstairs and kind of watch TV and maybe work on Blue Swan Fairy, I'll probably bathe this little mutt down here because he hasn't had one since he went to the groomer, which has been about 2 or 3 weeks, which is about how long he has till he starts smelling. So I love our dogs. They're all so sweet. Have their own little personalities. I will say I'm so excited for the canvas for Visions of the Soul this year. The Cosmic Tiger, all the specialty drills in that. I can't wait to see that piece finished. It's going to be so, so pretty. Again, I am just a sucker for specialty drills, but although I will say that's actually another thing, like the quality of the drills from the companies they're turning out much better to where you really don't like look at the shine on these just from the light, and these are just regular drills, and so like they have some shine to them. It's like the quality of them is looking so, so much better. Like actively, Amy, like or how many whips do I have? Because I have a bunch of whips, but some of them haven't been touched in months. So like actively like working on and rotating out that I've worked on in this month. So I just started these minis, but I also have Blue Swan Fairy going, and then A Girl and Her Dragon by James Ryan. I know she does, Matt, and I don't know, like, because you don't see any companies that have sparklers really built into their kits or like as regular drills in their kits. And so I'd be curious, like, to just know I'm sure they're expensive, and maybe that's why like she buys them and resells them, and maybe that's why companies don't purchase them to, you know, plot and like, you know, map out in their kits, is because they're so expensive, and maybe it would just add a price to the kit. That's the only thing I can think of. That's mainly just like talking about like sparklers, pearls for squares. Like I know she does dust drills and ABs and things like that, but just those kind of things. Yeah, Amy Laura just wants just this canvas out of the mini kits. Just this one. She doesn't want the other ones, just the kitty. Poor Sterling is having an adoption day again today. I know Sterling wasn't there in the live. Sterling Archer is available today. Sterling. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Now, if you want to talk about how many like whips I have total of kits that have been, for the most part, every kit that I have that has been kitted up has been started. I have one that has been kitted up right now that doesn't have any drills on it, and that is Spectrum of Dragons. It's been kitted up. It's taking 2 full Elizabeth Wards, but hasn't been started. But other ones like that actively have drills on them and I've started. And it's funny because most of them are over halfway done. I have over 20. I think I come 21 or 22. Yeah, the crystal confetti I haven't seen either. We're starting to see more of just like the regular confetti drills, but not the crystal confetti. The ones that I don't know what they would be called for everybody else, but the ones I'm talking to, Amy, are like they're sparklers or sparklers for squares. So they kind of have like the rhinestone kind of look to them. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then the other ones that she has are the crystal confetti. I know she has made specifically for her. But then like the pearls for squares and things like that, like they're just not things that you commonly see. And like even if you just wanted to go and buy like a bunch yourself, the only place I can you can't find anything like that anywhere else really. So the closest thing you could get to it would be rhinestones, at least as far as I know. Laura just wants her hula kitty. Her cute little hula kitty. It is coming up really cute too, Laura. Yeah, glass rhinestones, maybe glass drills. I don't know. The closest thing I could think of to compare them to that you could actually find would be rhinestones. And I know like some of those bags that she sells, like they're what, like I know some of the older ones she had are only like $4 a bag, but like some of her newer ones, they're like for like a bag of, I can't remember how many comes in a bag, like 1,500 maybe, I think. But it's like some of them are like $7, which I get it. Like it's a rare, hard to find exclusive thing, and so like that's the only thing I could think of is, you know, when you're talking like $7 a bag. You know, if you have a kit that needs 3 or 4 bags, that could easily, I mean, because you think about it, when you buy an enhancement set for a canvas, like you're easily adding, like, depending on how big the canvas is, anywhere from like 40 to 70, maybe more in enhancements. And so like I could see maybe that's the biggest holdback of companies finding it and already mapping it out in canvases is the price difference. That's the thing I could think of. Which, I mean, that's the thing, though. Tons of people still pay to add enhancements to their canvas. And so just because it adds to the price doesn't necessarily mean people won't buy it. But that's the only reason I could think of why suppliers don't actively, like, already have them on hand to use. Yeah. Yeah, she does have tons of options, so... But it's still at least nice, though, to start seeing some more options already mapped out in canvases, because it does get expensive to buy enhancements and add enhancements, especially like, God, if I could afford it, like realistically, I would love to add enhancements to every canvas, but that's just not, it's not practical, especially like if I'm not going to like actively display it on a regular basis. You know, adding an extra, you know, if it's a canvas, let's say it's a canvas I paid $60 for, adding, enhancements that are even, $40 makes that $100 kit. And so like if I'm not actively going to display it, it might not necessarily be, even though it's pretty, it might not necessarily be like the most reasonable thing to do. I don't know. There literally are, though. There are small shops popping up left and right with diamond painting kits, diamond painting companies, though. I don't even think I could tell you, like. Okay, Amy, I'd be curious to hear back what you hear about it, to see if it's something they've looked into, or if it's something that maybe they don't even know what it is. I'd be very curious. But yeah, I don't even think I could tell you right now. If you were to ask me for like a list of all the small shops. And I'm just talking like small shops that have only legally licensed artwork. I don't even know if I could to begin to tell you. Like I could tell you the ones that I know that most people probably shop from, but there are so many popping up left and right. There's no way I could tell you all of them. Cause like if I get on, like I don't get on TikTok a whole lot, but like when I scroll through like TikTok, or even then like scrolling through Facebook too, because you could see the Facebook shorts. Like, I'll see diamond paintings, and I'm like, oh, that's a gorgeous diamond painting. I don't think I've seen that before. And, like, you go to look, and it's, like, a company I've never heard of before. And it's, like, it's a regular basis. Like, at least once a week, I see a diamond painting, and I'm like, what company is this from? And it's not a company that I have heard of before, or maybe I've only seen, like, once or twice, and I'm just like, oh, wow. I know, I can't wait to see some of your digital art that you get created, Laura. I have quite literally zero creativity. So like creating artwork from scratch, not something I would ever be good at. Now having fun like manipulating existing art with like enhancements, that's something I can manage. But creating something from scratch from an idea in my head and trying to draw it would not ever work well. I've never been like a super artistic person. You asked me to draw something, you're probably getting some stick figures. Yeah, I do know a couple of the ones that I've seen recently at art international shops. So they're based out of places overseas. And so like you do, and like some of them, there was one, it's I want to say it's an Italian-based company, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but I've seen it. He goes live on TikTok, and like he has like this gorgeous, he's French. He has this gorgeous accent, but they have some gorgeous kits that I would love to try, but they don't ship to the US right now. It's like, that is also something, like there are still companies out there that I probably haven't seen a lot of and probably don't know a lot of because they don't ship to the US. So I would say like, if you had to look at it, my guess is a good percentage of the diamond painting community, at least the ones that I interact with on a regular basis, are in the US. Like there's a handful of people who are like overseas in like the UK or like Australia or even like France. But I would say for the most part, looking at how many people I talk to on a regular basis, most of them are in the US. But like the company, I wish I could think of the name of it, but he has like this gorgeous like set of dragons, and they're kind of like the 20 by 20 like midi kind of kits, and I would love to get them, but I can't because they don't ship to the US. So Christine autocorrect always has a mind of its own. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting, Amy. You probably just made Laura's whole night. She just wants the hula kitty. That's all. Just hula kitty. But yeah, it is. I mean, it is becoming like a super, super competitive market with all these shops popping up. So like, things are going to start to play a role in like the artwork you have. And like, I do feel like one thing that plays a big role in people purchasing canvases is hand rendering. And so like, I don't know if you were to go and look at it, like how many of these newer companies are doing hand rendering, but I do know some people like specifically will absolutely 110% not even think about getting a canvas if it is computer rendered versus hand rendered. So like I do know that is one thing that plays a big role. And again, that's another thing that's like an expense to the small shop, because they have to the computer rendering, you know, it doesn't require a lot of extra work, whereas like the hand rendering, you've got to pay to have it hand rendered because that person's taking the time to make changes and make it look nice and smooth. So yeah, it is, but I don't know. I feel like finding stuff that's in stock right now is like even something that's, because I mean, look at even like we talked about, like Diamond Art Club having kits in stock. Like, do they have some? Yes, but like even then, like the ones that are popular that most people want, they're all ending up being pre-orders. So yeah, I'm wondering if shipping stuff to the U.S. from companies outside will begin to get easier or not as time goes on. Because like I feel like that's one thing that's like a big hindrance. Because it's kind of the same thing too though for small shops shipping. If you're not doing drop shipping anyway, like shipping anything outside of the U.S. And that's not just diamond painting companies. You know, you've got all the small shops who make the trays and accessories and things like that. Like it's not easy for them to ship outside the U.S. because shipping is just everything in life right now is just so outrageously priced. It's hard to do much of anything without it seeming super expensive compared to like 5 years ago. Yeah. I know, Matt. I know. That has baffled me. Like the whole, you know, I'm just curious. I placed an order. I'm gonna look. So this is gonna be my curiosity, because I've placed an order from Diamond Art Club and I don't even remember when, and it hasn't even shipped yet. I swear at this point it's been like 3 weeks. I'm just looking to see. May 2nd, and it still just says processing. So, like it's for a company that's like always kind of been one that most people go to because they do have ready to ship kits. Like it doesn't seem to be affecting them too much because people are still buying, and which most people have stashes now anyway. And so like you're not realistically like, I would say most people have at least probably 2 or 3 canvases on hand. So like you're not necessarily ordering a kit to start it as soon as you get it. Now there are some people that still do that, and this may be driving them crazy, but.
You want to show them my diamond thing? I just got that to take a photo.
Your Sheena?
Yeah.
You got it down here?
Yes.
You guys want to see Robin's whip?
Mystical Dream Diamonds.
Let's see it.
Janet has seen it. I showed it to her. Not to put out the sides done. And that's all not done right on the side either.
Okay. Maybe. Let's do it this way.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but not very well. This is part of the reason I didn't bring a big canvas down here.
Well, it's actually. Oh, that's right, because you've got the camera right. I feel like you just can't make it out till you got the side. You got the drills down. Just show them more. Can you just show the part that has the drills down?
Yeah, here. So this is gonna be upside down, but this is what Robin's kit looks like right now. Yeah. So you've got the purse, the puppy. She's done part of the tiger's face, and then you get up here.
That's a coffee cup. That's not a purse.
No. Oh, it is a.
Yeah.
You're right. That is a cup. That is a cup.
Yeah.
The person on the other side, that's a coffee cup.
Yes.
But that's gorgeous. I have this piece too. I love that piece. Gorgeous kit. Christine G said, "Hi, Robin."
Hey.
Laura texted me. What did Laura text me?
Is Matt still in the chat?
Yes, Matt's still here.
I went upstairs. I turned on. I was going through YouTube.
Yeah.
And Kara has a painting in the first. I turned painting a video.
Yeah.
And I turned it on. She goes, "I'm back under my bed," and I thought about me being in the attic. And
Laura also says hi.
hey, hello to everybody.
So yeah.
I was looking for a lid to put the spaghetti up, but I can't find it.
It's the on the island. It's the left cabinet under.
Oh,
The,
that's right. Yes.
it should be right on top because I had just washed it. And was going to put it up because I was going to put that pan up too. I'm getting ready to take a break and come upstairs anyway.
That's good. 'Cause some of us have to work tomorrow. We have live.
Hey, I don't have to work tomorrow.
I know. You have a birthday. It's a good thing you put aluminum foil in the fake spaghetti pan.
I did that because I didn't want to have to wash the pan.
Yeah.
At least the pan it was on. I figured you probably still have to wipe the pan
But
that.
no, it definitely, you need it very much.
Yeah, and Barbara asked for the recipe. When I get done with the live, guys, I'll send you a photo of what it looked like finished. I didn't take a photo of what it looked like when it was out on the plate because it was just so good and I just ate it. But I'll send a photo of what it looked like finished, and then I'll send the link to the recipe because it's an all recipes baked spaghetti recipe. The only thing I would recommend is either if you make it as it's written to add some more hamburger meat, or if you half it, leave the amount of hamburger meat the same. Because that's the one thing I think Robin and I both said that it just, or agreed upon, like it just didn't quite have enough hamburger meat in it the way it's written. So
You became a Miss Little Chef.
Matt said he's gonna watch Kara be stuck on the floor later tonight. Oh, and see, Christine, that's part of the thing too. Like that could get me to a whole nother rant about Diamond Art Club. If you are not a member of their VIP group, you get no updates on anything. So like their updates about why there's so many pre-orders, or their updates about a shipment being held in customs, unless you're in that VIP group, you don't get those updates. And so I don't know any of this. Unless somebody that, I'm friends with who's in the VIP group shares it, I don't know this. Because I was kicked out of the VIP group like a year and a half ago and never posted, never commented, nothing. Was kicked out and I'm not allowed back in. It's like, it's got nothing to do with my account because like I know your name has to match your Diamond Art Club account and all that, but like everything matches and I just am not a member of the VIP group. So like things like that, like you need to communicate to the people who are ordering from you, and just making a post in this VIP group where you don't even allow everybody to be members, it doesn't really work for me. That's my last rant about Diamond Art Club for the night, I swear.
I know, you were talking to them when I was there before. You're on a rant.
Well, we've been kind of talking about like the difference in small shops and like Diamond Art Club and like quality and the changes and things like that, and so.
Oh no,
Oop.
I
How to-
have my own can. Okay, I can't get it in this refrigerator. Take it in the refrigerator outside.
All right. I avoid the VIP group drama. Well, see, I wouldn't want it for the drama either, but the little small updates that they do share about some things, like when they shared the update about, why some of their kits are being set as like pre-orders, like the restocks or the new releases, or like little things like that, that would be nice to know. They sent me an email when the order got close to the original arrival date. Okay, so that's good to know because I've never seen that. Now, we'll say I need to look and see. So I have an order. I ordered it May 2nd, and it still says processing. And I can't remember for the life of me like what the estimated ship date was. So I'm curious to see. Like if I go back and look at my receipt, what the estimated ship date was. So May 2nd. It would have been, here's my order.
Hey, are you a parent supervised?
Ships by May 20th. Okay, so technically that order should ship by Wednesday. So we'll see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll see. All right, gang. We have finished 2 colors, although she's got quite a bit finished. But
I'll have to look at her. I forgot.
look at her. So we got, see, that's what I'm saying. Like this, it's not like a huge difference in what the original canvas was, but like the original part looks white and it's just like a pale pink, but it's just so cute. And look at the shine, considering that there's no specialty drills. Like that's so cute.
Oh, I love the pink little face.
And it's like a little light pale pink. It's just subtle, but it's so cute. I love it. Is hamburger meat a regional term? We call it ground meat or ground beef. I mean, I'm sure you could call it whatever you want. I think I've just always like.
Who said that?
Guess.
Matt?
Yeah.
So it's so interesting, the regional words. It's like sweet tea and sweet tea. It's so fun.
I know, like if you go north and you order tea, like there isn't really a such thing as a sweet tea. So, like it's just a regional thing. But like I mean, when I order it, like I go and I'm ordering like, or when I go and buy it, like I'm looking at like ground beef. You know, I think everybody's used to calling it like hamburger meat or whatever. You know. So. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off for a little bit and go hang out with Robin. There is a chance. I haven't decided yet what my plans are for the night. So I'm either going to go hang out with Robin until she gets ready to go to bed. And then I have a couple options.
I'm old. That won't be long.
My options are come back down here and go live again. Go record some videos. Because I could potentially do the Harry Potter video. It's going to be a really long video. And I know that's one Robin definitely doesn't want to be a part of because she doesn't love Harry Potter as much as I do. So we've got go live, Harry Potter video. Either way, I need to work on some vlogs. But the other thing that was one of my goals was to start recording my stash videos. Starting with Diamond Art Club will probably be the last because right now that is the bulk of my stash. But I was thinking about starting recording my stash video with some of the companies that I have a fewer of. So like Enabler's Outpost or Jada Gem Shop. I have some Fallon Gems, things like that. So we'll see. I have options. So you might see me back live again tonight. You might not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. And even if you don't see me again live tonight, I might go live tomorrow, even during the day or the morning, because I'm not working. So don't be surprised if you see me pop up and go live. If you can join, great. If you have like things going on, it is a work day, you're working, you can't hop in, or even if you just want to come in and listen and not chat, feel free. Because like I said, I'll probably be live some tomorrow, maybe even Tuesday. So I'll see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow, one of the two. So have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.